This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for the 2023 Virgo Full Moon. The full moon takes place on March 7th, 2023 at 4:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:40 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, at 16 degrees Virgo, 40 minutes, 16 degrees Pisces, 40 minutes. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Watch them snap, mutate, and draw themselves in weird and unexpected ways. Rethink a few yourself. They're integral to the lightning rod that is this year's Virgo full moon. This sign is antithetical to the usual emotional overload of a full moon. Ruled by Mercury and his mental focus, it's far more evaluative, analytical, and pragmatic. It's not merely distancing us from the Piscean codependency and interconnectedness of recent weeks. It's also breaking us away from that with cool, unfeeling, pragmatic, and sudden bolts, flipping switches in our hearts and zapping long-running dramas with surprises, plot twists, and reversals. This is the 6th of 7 consecutive full moons at 16 degrees of their signs, beginning with last November's Taurus lunar eclipse, which was conjunct radical change agent Uranus. Each full moon since has continued dancing with him from one angle or another, while also hitting the eclipse degree and forcing or greasing, processing it emotionally. The next to last step in the process has the moon trine the quick change artist, teeming easily and fluidly with his shocks, tilts, and lightning bolts. Feelings and dramas that have been rattled for months are scheduled to break into new form now, clearing the way for March's massive personal, collective, and atmospheric shifts. We're in for an epidemic of healthy choices and broken addictions, emotional as much as, maybe more than, chemical. Full moons always bring matters to a head. This one has that sensation exponentially. There's a sense of so much building that is about to explode. That's coming from the two outer planets that are on the brink of sign changes. Saturn, ruler of structure and adulting, is 1 minute away astrologically from Pisces, which he enters only hours after the full moon peaks for a nearly 3-year stay. His tenure in Pisces is a grander counterpart of the Virgo moon's imperative, putting structure and containment on the boundlessness of Pisces. Meanwhile, Pluto is also on the cusp of a new phase. Cue, we may never pass this way again by Seals and Crofts. The planet of unavoidable change is at the end of Capricorn, only 11 minutes outside of Aquarius, which he dips into March 23rd for the first time in our lives. With both Saturn and Pluto pushing against doors, this full moon has the unmistakable end of an era feel. That will escalate even more next month when the 16-degree Libra full moon makes an adjustment aspect to Uranus and last November's eclipse point. Adding to that signal is the sextile from the Virgo moon's ruler Mercury to the Taurus North Node. That link offers messages from the future, visions of it, and moments of wrapping our minds around what may come. There's more to shed than unhealthy emotional habits, boundaries, and choices. Core wounds are stirring in a big, big way, involving self-worth, values, relationships, and the role of the feminine, from the moon's uncomfortable semisextile to aggrandizing Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. Don't expect many tears to be shed, though of course they're always possible under a full moon, especially with Uranus in the mix. More likely, visions will suddenly clear, alliances will suddenly rearrange or break, and boundaries will suddenly change. Clean out your mind, if nothing else. You're making room for the new way of being that's dawning this month. Read more about this in my forecast for the month of March, which is at my site, EmpowermentUnlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list, listen to my weekly podcasts, and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host lively conversation on Facebook on the page Empowerment Unlimited and in the group The Astro Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I'm on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel.